This is Lake Lanier, just north of Atlanta. You might know it as a weekend getaway, but what you might not know is that it covers a town that no longer exists. Today we're diving into the forgotten history of Georgia's drowned communities and the price people paid for progress. In the 1950s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers began building Buford Dam to create a water reservoir. It would become Lake Lanier, named after a Confederate poet, oddly enough, but it came at a massive cost. To flood this land, over 50,000 acres were taken. Dozens of communities, including churches, schools, businesses, and homes, were bought out, bulldozed, or simply abandoned. And one of the most talked about, a town called Oscarville. Oscarville was a small, mostly black community prosperous in the early 1900s, but in 1912, a white mob violently drove out the entire black community after a series of racially charged incidents. And decades later, what little remained of the town was flooded to build the lake. Thousands of families were displaced. The government gave them checks and deadlines: leave or be flooded out. Some tried to salvage what they could, but others left homes that had stood for generations. With one person saying, "We didn't have a choice, the lake was coming, and we had to go." And graves were supposed to be relocated, but not all of them were. Even today, divers occasionally find headstones, debris, or eerie structures beneath the water. And some locals say the lake is cursed. Over 700 people have died in Lake Lanier since its creation. Boating accidents, drownings, unexplained crashes. Many believe the spirits of the displaced haven't found peace. And whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something unsettling about knowing what's buried down there. A town that never got a proper goodbye. Places like Oscarville weren't just coordinates on a map, they were people's homes. And while the lake provides power, water, and recreation to millions, it's important to ask, what was the real cost? Okay, that's going to be all for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy that video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Also, subscribe down below if you haven't already, because it's free and it helps me out a whole lot. So definitely do that if you haven't already. Make sure to comment down below what you thought of this video. And if you know any more forgotten towns that history has forgot about, definitely leave that in the comments below as well. Well, all that said, I hope you have a great day. But this story is left in the past.